Hello. Welcome to the live stream again. I ended up taking a day off yesterday to try and jam through some work on the project. So start of the stream, I'll just show where I've gotten up to since last time, but if you give me a moment, I'll get chat up and everything. Says it's waiting for me, so hopefully things aren't too far behind. Alright. I'll get chat up and everything. Okay, cool. It's all working. I just need to pop it out. Pop out chat. Then I can close the actual stream. Set it to live chat. Okay, cool. So, last time I made the structure for the game, mini games for the tutorial, and I came to the realization I need to figure out how to actually stream content to the Vim window. So, what I ended up doing was having a mess around with this little script that just sets up TCP connection and seeing how I can handle it on Vim. I had to read a bit of documentation to figure this out actually. It's not straightforward. You have to use channel and chopen to do this. So if you were interested in having a look at how this works, go to this link here. It tells you all you need to know. It's a little bit rough to read, to be honest. It's not straightforward documentation, but it's better than nothing. So I made this little test script, and if I launch the game and I go start TCP client, you can see it's receiving connected every now and then from the server. Now the reason I'm doing this is I want to send through data to the buffer, and that shouldn't be too hard now. So before I actually integrate this code, we're going to test actually sending stuff to the buffer. So up here was me messing around with Vim buffer. Hopefully, what I can do is, we don't need this loop anymore. Sadly, Vim script isn't asynchronous, so this was my best option for actually sending anything to the instance. So the only thing I need to figure out is actually sending straight text to the buffer, so I might have to do a little bit of search up to do that. I know how to read a file to the buffer, this is how you do it. Script string to buffer. So it might be set buffline, so we can have a search up of that. Hey Bog, how's it going? So set buff could work if we wanted to do it line by line, but it would be way nicer if we could just directly send the TCP feed into the buffer and just erase it every time. Because for the sake of this mini game, we just need to update the positions of the asteroids coming in. Gosh, I can't seem to set this to dark mode, sorry for your eyes. In buff line, set buff line. Maybe if I go to the documentation for editing, and then buffer, file searching dialogues, writing, write the whole buffer to the current file. We don't, not writing then, just editing a file should be fine then. Maybe, can't quite remember where I got OR from. What does OR do in Vim? Place the character under a new character. Okay, so we're just directly writing in. So if I change this to a string test, then we make, can I just reuse this? That'd be great. Call is interactive mode. Unknown function is interactive mode. It's not seeming to like that. Let's just say this is a command temporarily. That's interesting. And I go HR. No. HO. First character of the line. Right, it wants me to open the file tester, but I don't want to do that really. I see. One thing, I'm going to get my phone so I can have a check on the stream quality. Alrighty, back at it. That could be what I want. So if I do append 0 test. Oh, didn't like that. Error detected, processing command line script. Must be first command in the script. Where's the, oh, that's a strange error. Vim9 script is the first command. Append. Alright, let's do that. Line 60. Ah, okay, I don't know how I managed to do that. That would make sense why nothing was working. Really, I'll see if I can remove that call statement now. Oh, what is happening here? Oh, have I managed to copy everything twice like a silly person? I believe it is. Alright. Let's try this one. Okay, so if I go S interactive mode, test. Prints test, it doesn't append the test though. Let's try setting call now. That's not working either. That's a little bit of a worry. Problem with anything GPT tells me is that it's really out of date with Vim9 script. This might be why. Might only take, actually I better just search up the documentation for it. Append. When text is a list, append each item of the list as a text line. Otherwise, lnum is the current buffer. Otherwise, append text as one text line below lnum in the current buffer. Okay. So that's likely what it is. It just needs to be an array. It's kind of crazy there's no just straight function for doing this without having to turn it into an array, but we take what we can get. Doesn't like that either. Let's just echo lines to just do a sanity check on that. That's fine. Yes, interactive mode. What the heck is happening there? I suppose I can remove this if statement. If you're wondering why, okay, it was the if statement. That's my bad. Alright, so what happens if I just put a straight string in here? What happens is if I press a key too quickly, when the state gets to this, it will try and send a key before Vim's open, and X11 will get annoyed and crash. So that's something I need to figure out as well. Okay, so I can do that as well. Pin buff line might be better. There's also set buff line. Set buff line. But that does not work for multiple lines, so perhaps append is what we want. Append buff line. Append buff. This is just a append buff line. Buffer. But append text in the buffer. Append each item and buffer buff. So we probably don't need to worry about that because we're only worried about the current buffer. Actually, no, because if the player ends up doing a tab edit or splits, we want to make sure that all the data is being sent to the right buffer. And the good thing is that we do name our buffer, so let's just do interactive. The only thing I'm concerned about at the moment is why on earth is it making new lines? Not enough arguments for that function. Okay, I see. So we just go 0. That should be perfect. Oh, still not enough. Oh, because I didn't save. There we go. No matching buffer. Alright, we need to open the buffer first. So let's go. Should be able to just call it at the bottom of my file. My sound is low. My mic is pretty close at the moment. It's -30. What volume do I have on my phone? I have to be careful because this mic doesn't have a pop filter and I don't want to blast people. I can hear it on my phone. I'm watching the stream on my phone. So now you say that people are showing up, so I'm gonna chuck some music on in the background quickly. I'll see if I can I do like an over properties? I'll see if I can like just turn it up on software, because as I said, I don't want to be blasting anybody. Testing. Is it gain that I want? Gain. Oh, there we go. That might be better for people. I've turned up the gain. It seems to be higher in my OBS. Okay, so back to the code. I need to go call is interactive mode, I think. Is interactive mode. I completely missed what that error was. Sweet, that's good to hear. But now, assuming we're testing stuff, I'll just go ahead and do start interactive. Oh wait, what did I have before? It needs to be start interactive mode, that might be why. That's it. No, okay, missing parentheses. Okay. Cool. So if I tab edit, cool, that works. Cool, that worked. If I do a tab edit, and let's delete this. Hey, okay, cool. So that just keeps it in the same buffer, which is what we want. So now the next step is actually sending the server data. Hey, sup, dude. Cheers. It's in its infancy at the moment. Hopefully it'll look more sick as time goes on. I'm having to do Vim script coding at the moment, so the live stream name is lying a little bit. Okay. Now I've turned my gain up. If anybody's listening, just make sure, please tell me if you're hearing any wind or anything, because this might pick up a lot of stuff. I don't want to be blasting anybody with my breathing. Okay, so I could probably just send... I can delete this as interactive mode function now, because we just need this. And if I go message like this, it should just work. Oh, no, not that. Cool, message. I hear a bit of breathing. Okay. I think last time I fixed this, I'll just put the mic out there for now and see if that works on its own. Because I moved it a bit closer when... Is it Nosifo? I don't know how to say that, sorry. When you told me to turn the volume up, I moved my mic closer first. Hopefully that's better. Okay. So, with that, I should be able to just make, and then open up my test client. And when I connect, first I need to start. Oh no, start. Oh no, I've done that automatically because I'm smart. There we go. Cool. It is still present but better. Alright, I'll try that one. Okay, so the server's definitely sending text, but it's not replacing the entire buffer, which is what I wanted. Bloody hell. Okay, so let's stop what's happening there. But there's a set buff line as well. That should... make things better when I run the game. Alright, let's give that a go. So... I should just be able to go start... Oh, S interactive mode. No, start TCP client. Okay, that's a new one. What is the... set buff line, line number text. What was the error I was getting earlier? S interactive mode. Well, this doesn't exist anymore. That's fine, we'll delete that. The problem with them is the errors just pop up and then they disappear in an instant, so I have to be pretty fast at reading. So we'll start the TCP client. Error of on data. Bro, just explain me WAF. I don't know what WAF means. If you want to know what I'm doing, I am currently trying to send data from a TCP server to the Vim instance. so I can actually start creating games, mini games. So the first one I'm going to try is making this asteroid mini game. That'll teach people how to use the $ key in Vim, which goes to the end of the line. So I really just need to read that, don't I? Because everything else looks fine. It seems to be error with... Oh, is it because I'm running call? That could be why. Because call is Vim before Vim script 9. That might certainly be what the issue is. So if I start the... Oh, I need to actually start the server first would be a good... beginning. Valid on line number 1. What does that mean? Valid line number 0. Oh, okay. Wait a second. Really? Is that why? That's really inconsistent, if this is the case. And I need to start the server. There we go. Alright, we've done it. Before I get too ahead of myself, I will try and send a packet that has multiple lines and make sure that works as well. So I should be able to just do \n for that. So it's not doing any trailers. Is that because I need to have text afterwards, possibly? Oh, I also need to compile. That's probably the number 1 issue. No, okay. I could do a split and loop through, but it would be much nicer to just send it through into one function, because then I'm having to convert it into an array and then back into a buffer, which seems a bit ridiculous, honestly. Yeah, any text properties in lnum are cleared. If I just go buff, see if I can do a quick search up here. Nope, there's no way that that works. Okay. I suppose I'm just gonna have to... Oh wait, I could go set buff. Or set buff variable, set optional local variable. Okay. It doesn't look like I have another option, and that's okay. So let's just... let's keep what this was, and start doing a split. So split... Split the split message. Split message with \n. Might be need to be this. Yeah, there we go. And if I go split message, will it take an array? Or will I need to look for it? I need to start the server too. Okay, it doesn't like that. Can I do for each? What is for each in VimScript? And then if this finishes, I can actually start moving stuff over to the actual game files. Yeah, okay, cool. For... Oh, actually... Can I do indexing? Vim9. Vim9 might have some cool indexing stuff. Or maybe not. Alright, size of array, VimScript. I'm surprised I haven't had to do a for loop yet in VimScript. Oh my gosh. This website is very bright. Weirdly enough, it seems Reddit is the place for VimScript stuff, and not like Stack Overflow. Alright, len. Okay, cool. So we just do len of split message, and then I should be able to go for... What was it? It was VimScript for loop. Should just be for I equals 0, right? Ah. What the hell? Suffix code. That's nuts. In practice, you'll never miss it. I'm missing it right now, mate. What the hell? Okay, sure. For I and split message. And then I just do N4, right? N4. Okay, cool. And then I should be able to do var count. This is what I was wanting to avoid. Okay. Oh. Almost made a mistake there. That needs to be I. Okay. And then we can go start TCP client. That would be good if I actually started the server. Give me a break. Well, function is not compiled. Why? Tell me why. Why are you not compiled? Is it because I don't put equal signs here? Good chance it is. And start TCP client. Oh, I can't do an increase? Okay, that's fine, I suppose. That must be in VimScript though. Yay, okay, sorted. Now, can I move around? So if I delete, because the main concern I had was my cursor being reset, but it seems to not be reset anymore. So I think this is ready. I can actually start trying to write this minigame. So I need to include this into my main code, though. This is going to be a little bit of a challenge. Well, it's even more of a challenge if I just close my instance. I can remove that for now, and we can probably exit this terminal. Yep, that's fine. That's fine. And then we want this one open. Now, the question is do I want to just kind of lump everything into this one big class for handling Vim? Because that's kind of the road I've been going down. And I'm fine doing that, but this is a lot of X11 code, and I don't want to confuse things too much. So it might be worth making like a Vim TCP layer. I think that would be a good name for the class. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, that might be too much abstracting though, because I'm pretty sure that layer is only going to be accessed here. Yeah, okay, for now I'll just lump it in. So I'll need to open up the header file for that. Yeah, see, it's already gotten quite big, this file. Because this is all X11 to SDL. This is the keyboard inputs from the SDL instance. That's more X11. That's threading in X11. Okay. So, what member variables do I need to recreate this? Now, I'm not doing this in a test script. Server FD probably needs to be in there. Address probably needs to be in there. Okay, let's start moving this over. Oh, actually, I know what I can do. We can just make while true send. It needs to be threaded, this stuff. I don't want to actually stop the program. So what I can do is go void and initialize TCP layer. And we'll need to also have a function for send to buffer. This can be TCP. So I'll need to have the private functions for the thread versions. Do this down at the bottom for now. Void initialize TCP layer thread. Void send to buffer thread. Cool. And then I'll have to make the functions. I'll do that just all down here and I can move everything around later. Cool. Now this will be fun because my networking skills are not up to scratch. So essentially all I'm doing is refactoring what I've made here. But it'll be interesting having to set up this function to send anything through and also try and figure out if it's been received okay. Okay, so I need to do the thread ones too. Send to buffer. So my pattern really has been writing the thread version straight after. Okay. So I've been doing stuff in detached threads. I think that should be fine here as well. I know that there's a little bit of... people have their thoughts about detached threads, but it seems to work quite well for me. I haven't run into any issues with it. It doesn't like that. Is it because it needs to be that? Yep, that's exactly why. So we essentially do the same here. Send to buffer thread. Cool. So I think I'll just copy the main code basically into this first function. And then abstract everything into, what am I doing? This is what I want. Abstract everything into member classes that are shared to the client handler. But first we need to figure out all these errors. They're likely just all import issues, I'm guessing. I think these are the only two I need in this, so I can chuck them up here. Port. Oh my gosh. Right, this isn't gonna work. I don't need this anymore though. We don't need this. Can this just tell me what I need? No, because there'll be heaps of declarations of ports, different libraries. Oh, wait, no, I know exactly what this is. So now we're not writing C style, I can actually just make a constant expression here for this. Get out of paste mode. Static. Let's expression int. Speed port equals 8080. when I have time later on, I might have a look at doing dynamic for this, because I'm sure some person with a web server running on their computer is probably going to complain about that port being used for the game. I can do TCP port now. Pleasant conversion. What's the fix? Yeah, okay. Now I know how this works. I don't need the comments anymore. These can go bye-bye. Now, we shouldn't... This should be in the destructor, actually. Where's my destructor up here? So that's our first member variable, server FD. I believe that's just an integer, right? Yeah. And then 315. Oh, actually, I can delete that. There we go. Doesn't like that. Use of undeclared server FD. How am I writing it in here? Did I write it differently? Yes. Okay, cool. I'll keep the messages for now while I'm probably going to have to debug stuff. Okay, that should be fine. That can be that for now. I'll keep the error just in case. That's likely going to come from me destroying this class, so I don't need to have an exit failure. Okay, I think that's good. So we should be able to just move this over now. Oops, I keep thinking I'm... Alright, that's better. New socket, send new socket. So we probably don't need that argument anymore. That's probably a member variable now. New socket. Yeah, that needs to be a member variable. Where do I set new socket? There. Yeah, that's a member variable. Latest socket, really. See, this is set up for multiple clients, though. I'm okay with that for now. I can go back and change that later. So this can die. Cool. And then M latest socket. We don't really want to close there either, that can be in the destructor as well. Alright. So I won't add sending text functionality just yet, I'll just keep with the original sending message. Okay, so I think in mission state is where we want to actually activate this code. So let's go m underscore vim emulator start what do I call it? Initialize TCP layer. Cool. So we initialize, and now we need to have some sort of, we need to actually connect to the server automatically rather than with this command. Which will be a little bit difficult actually. Because we do start here. Maybe we actually call the function here and turn it into a private function down the line. So start initialize TCP layer. So we won't do that there. And then I should be able to do call start TCP client. Just okay. It does need to be after interactive mode though. Okay, I don't think that should cause any problems, so we'll, instead of making this a loop, we'll just send this once. Let's not do thread sleeping there. Send to buffer thread, so I can go vim emulator, send to buffer. Okay, let's give this a go. So ideally, because in my constructor, I initialize the TCP layer first, and then I load Vim here, loading the Vim script file, I shouldn't get any errors automatically starting the TCP client because I'm doing it afterwards, though I am getting a compiler error. Required from here, there's no type. 313. What's happening there? Static assertion failed. STD3 arguments must be invocable after conversion to R values. Okay. I see. Because I need to pass this is my issue. And I need to do it twice. That almost looked like it worked. It accepted the connection. There may be a slight delay, so I should say a slight delay in Vim starting up. So let's add a timer. Okay. I don't know what this enter command thing is doing, but we are sending data, so that was actually really easy. I'm a little bit concerned about the enter thing. Let's see if that shows up without this, because I might be able to fix that in the Vim script. Oh, of course that won't. Oh wait, yeah, that should work. Connected to server. I need to call stuff silently is probably my issue. So if we go, can I just do silent? Okay, I think that was the issue. I just need to make it silent. So if I remove these, awesome. And if I remove the wait timer, is it going to work as well? No. Okay, so there's something there that's a problem. Probably what I want to do is have this happen here. And then open a new thread. So we'll give that a go. Because it could be a synchronization issue. What was not declared in scope? 349. Ah, I see. So we need to give it address and address length. Do I want that as a member variable? Is there any other situation I need this address? And also, where am I using address length? Oh, address length. So this can be definitely calculated here. Actually that will also... Oh no. They should be able to do that. Yeah, let's make it a member variable. Why not? Why not? And we can chuck that in here. Now what? I'm going to close this for now because that's getting annoying to jump between. Is it from this? I believe it is. Yep. Cool. And this needs to be im address now. Which will cause all sorts of errors here, but that's fine. Alright. I'm not a big fan of doing everything very C-style for this TCP socket, but it'll have to be a problem for the future, I think, if it does become a problem in the future. Okay, make. Cool, that works. Okay, so that didn't fix that issue. I thought it was a race condition problem. Now, I was saying last time that we wouldn't need to worry about this. But maybe... Oh, I know what we can do. This is fine anyway. I wanted to move all that code that didn't have any wait time. So we can do im latest socket does not what equals null pointer. And I believe if we go up here, I can just copy this. Here we go. Build operation, operands to bind expression, and an st null pointer, true. True that. -1. Also, I'm pretty certain there'll be -1, but I just want to check anyway. (22063). That's wrong. Okay. Why on earth is this happening now? So I'm sending that. Seems a bit silly to me, honestly. Why is that not working? That must be on the Vim instance side. So this callback's not being used. What game am I making? I'm making a game that teaches Vim. And I've decided to do it in OpenGL as a little bit of a learning experience. At the moment, I'm trying to connect my game application to Vim to send it data. There's definitely an initialization problem. There's some sort of race condition between Vim and my game code. Okay, failed to connect to server. Let's echo the message and see if it is actually receiving that initial one. I don't think it is, to be honest. So I'll need to have some sort of message from Vim saying that it's received the message so it can actually try again. So, sorry for the blast. Hey, cheers, mate. So I need to go back to chopen. So I can just do send raw. That should be fine, right? Handle. Send over handle works like send expression but does not encode the... Well, I don't need to worry about an encoding at the moment. I just want to send the data. So... returns a channel. What's the difference between a channel and a handle? Oh, a handle can be a channel or a job. I see. So... we need to go here and do ch send, what is it? Send raw to our channel. And we can just say, I don't know, we'll send that back. So we can chuck this in here. How old am I? I'm 21. I'll need to have to search up the documentation for this. I'm guessing it's going to be an output variable here. So syssocket, yeah, socket 8 socket receive. Give me the documentation. I don't want to read this stuff. Socket.hdocs. Here we go. Standard C library includes this socket. Yep, this is what I want. Now, here are the... here we go. Bind, close, send. So I need listen probably. I'll listen for connections, read. Receive, just like I spelled it. Receive message from a socket. Perfect. When did I start coding? That's kind of a hard question. I messed around with game making stuff when I was quite young, like in primary school. but I started writing web code when I was about 11 or 12, and then from there I moved to Python and a language called Squirrel that you could write in CSGO. And I started uni at the end of high school and kind of went from there. I'd say I was probably about maybe 15 when I started writing proper code with a language that wasn't like stripped back. Yeah, so this is an output variable, correct? I'm 21. This must be the output variable for socket. I feel like a noob right now. I don't know my C socket code. I'll just put this into Google. Here we go, this is a lot nicer. Yeah, this is the output variable. So I'll go car buffer 256. I started learning OpenGL this year. I began learning SDL in December of last year because I wanted to try and learn some lower level stuff, and then I wanted to write shaders, and I figured out SDL doesn't have any support for shaders, so I started learning OpenGL a few months after that. Now, do I need to do any flags? Well, let's try with null and see what happens. What is happening here? This should be null pointer. I'll just try bull. What flags will I need? Oh, good. If you want to try learn OpenGL, there's quite a few good resources on the internet. This one's quite good. I have a look at this a lot when I'm trying to understand how it works under the hood. And I learnt my stuff from this guy called Mike Shah. He's a university professor in the US, and he has a really good series on OpenGL. It's particularly good because he takes stuff in a direction of somebody who already knows programming, which is a little bit difficult to find on YouTube. A lot of the time I end up watching some video and they try and teach what like a string is while I'm trying to just learn a library. All good. He also teaches SDL if you wanted to have a look at that as well. That's what I use for my window handling and keyboard inputs. And I also use it to read text and images, so I can convert it over into the textures for OpenGL. I don't know what flags I should be using. So I'll just see if there's like a basic example of socket receive C. I said I didn't want this earlier, but the Linux manual page is not too helpful. Because it seems I have to choose some sort of flag, even if I don't want it. I think I looked at this stuff like 2 years ago for a class, but it's just gone on in one ear out the other. Network protocol, we're looking at a network protocol documentation. Okay, I can just pass 0 in. That's what I wanted, really. Okay. Oh, what? Can I pull as a function for? Oh, it's definitely just receive. Where am I going wrong here? Type check call, not a function. That's probably what it is. Ah! How come nobody told me about this? I'll just put callback. Unbelievable. Hmm. Something interesting's happening there. Mission accepted. Okay, so it seems to stall. some sort of halt issue there. Oh, I'm being really silly, aren't I? It's sock FD. Or server FD, I should say. Oh no, latest socket should be right. Latest socket. Where is it halting? I'm guessing on the receive layer. Can you increase the font size? I probably can a little bit. Hopefully that's better. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Just for sanity's sake, am I actually sending that? I swear I did. Yes, I do ask for center buffer. Oh, what am I doing? Of course, that needs to be true. So this needs to be while no callback. Alright. Oh, so it does the callback. Does it? No, it doesn't. Okay. Because what I want to be doing is receive buffer equals receive. Um, I think if I just do compare, that might work. Needs to be std string. Use the string equality operator instead. I'm feeling like a silly person right now. Alright. Whatever. What I do want is to actually see the callback. So if we go it's meant to wait. Like request over. So So maybe we do that temporarily while we're testing. What on earth? I'm gonna just make sure that that's there. And then we can go this. Okay, so it's not sending. Saying that, we do send it multiple times. Okay, something's going wrong there. Message sent. Now it's not showing up at all. Like, at all. Okay, now I'm getting the receiving string back. So it must be in the stack and hasn't been looked at. That's really perplexing, honestly. Well, it's good that that's working. We are actually receiving send raw. But I want this to be instant. Send latest socket message. Receive. So if we don't wait, this just goes to the ether. I'm guessing. The callback's not even being called, right? I'll have a look in here. This might be where the answers lie. We need ch open. Here we go, callback. The time to wait for a request when blocking, e.g. when using UVL expression. Wait for the connection to be made. Specifies callback. Maybe if we set a timeout, that could be what we want. But usually the requests are output requests, so I'll give it a go. Timeout might be what we want. Okay. Timeout. We can just do a 500 millisecond timeout. Did I set things back to how they were? No. And what's my refresh? 100 milliseconds. So maybe I can make it way shorter, like 50 milliseconds. Okay. I actually just want to do game programming at this point, so we're just going to do this. And we need to make sure it's not null either. I'll keep this just in case we get issues down the line. And then we need to check that this doesn't equal null, and then it should all be happy. What's happening there? Connection accepted. Do a little bit of a test. Latest socket. I might need to do mutex on this actually. Oh, it's the ID straight away. Okay. So we should be able to do something like sock status. Status. Socket status. C. Oh, I know what I can do. Actually. Oh, I've got no viewers now. Alright, I'm gonna go get a coffee then in that case. Just boiling. Back to it for a little bit longer. Should be able to write this a lot nicer, man. I think this will need to be a mutex thing. So I'll make a new TCP mutex. I don't think I need to do anything else with it though. Yeah, I can just start locking it now. Alright, cool. This is not needed. With that, TCP mutex. What was the thing to lock it again? Lock guard. then I can, if it's on set, I should just set this to -1 from the get-go. Latest socket equals -1. And then in here, where are we? Here. Latest socket is equal to -1. There we go. And then I should be able to do a lock guard here. I need to do this anyway because I'm going to be calling this a bunch of times. Okay, so do this and then relock the mutex. There we go. I don't need to worry about this because I'm doing the mutex way now. Remove the printout. Okay, let's give this a go. Hey, okay, it's working. Oh, that's awesome. Though this isn't working. Alright, let's see why that is. So, what I need to do here, I need to just double check that I am receiving the receive signal. Oh, yeah, that's not going to do anything. I need to actually give it the variable receive buffer. Alright, okay. Hey, Sariko. Hope it's going well. Cool, I'm getting the receive. Alright. What am I creating? I'm creating a game to teach Vim, and specifically what I'm trying to do right now is send data into the Vim buffer via TCP, and I am this close to getting it working. I just have to figure out this receive signal problem, but you can see now that if I open this, this is being sent from the server constantly, so if I delete stuff it just gets updated. And the reason I'm doing that is it will let me create a little mini game where we've got these little asterisks coming towards the one, and the goal is that the player needs to delete them very quickly, and to do that they will have to use the end of line key. So that'll be one of the first tutorials to kind of teach the basics. Okay, so I think I can just do string comp here. And that should solve all my issues. Oh, I actually want them to not be equal. There we go. Sweet, it works, done. Alright, I'm going to commit this before I forget it all. I am going to, I'll move this to test CPP because I might want to look at it later, but I don't want to link it. We can delete that. What is ship diagnosis? That's this. I'll just choose to not add that for now. Implemented TCP layer to communicate to send buffer information to the Vim instance. Cool. I need to add my SSH key. Cool, cool. All right, now I can start making the little mini game I'm trying to make. So that's when I want to open up tutorial mission. Here we go. Oh, that's really cool. I do want to actually give this an input. That's all good. Toru, it means 3. So originally that website was for me and 2 of my friends, and they never ended up making a website on that link, so I've just kept it for now. I might change it later. It means 3 in Maori. That's anything important happened. It's working and I'm happy. That's what's happened. I'll just double check. Okay, cool. String message. So I need to update that in the header files. So I need to update this one. No, it's not. Is the Diablo soundtrack any good for stream music? Because I've been running Elder Scrolls music for yonks now, and I don't know what else to put on. Okay, so this should be fine now. Oh. Cool. So now, definitely not. Okay, good to know. Yeah, I expected it would be pretty like dark. Oh no, I've blooming done this again. Oh wait, no, this is what I want. So I needed to go .c string, and then I need to get such dot length. Cool. That should work just fine, and I can start sending stuff. So I believe, have I made asteroid? No. Tutorial mission HPP. Yep, so I need to actually make the asteroid classes. The answer is probably not anytime soon. I need something running, but before I can get to any stage where I do like testing for performance. Cool. What font are you using? Terminus? Yes, I am using Terminus. It's nice seeing quite a few more viewers today. I've been streaming for a little while now, and usually I hit maybe about 3 or 4 viewers, but I've seen a few times where it's gone up to like 8 or 9. This needs to be void. Okay. Now I've done the boilerplate. The boilerplate is done. So I can go m underscore. Why do I have mutex on tutorial mission? Okay. My YCM is acting a little bit strange. Someplace back. Oh, having a moment. I need to go and check this rendering thing quickly though. Make sure this is gonna run fine. Render. Okay. Whatever. Place back. Oh, that's why it's a queue. What do I do for a queue? I just push to a queue, don't I? Swear I'm gonna get shot in the back for not knowing all the C++ standard library stuff. Yeah, push. I probably do want in place though. Well, I could probably just do in place with nothing, right? There we go, perfect. And then I could go mini games. This is going to be very basic at the moment because I'm only doing one mini game. Dot pop. Oh, actually, this should be. I might change this later, but we'll just do this. And it should be. Cool. And now I can go. Honestly, this is not really needed at the moment, so I can do go current minigame equals make unique mini what is it, asteroid minigame? There you go. I do need to include asteroid minigame. Cool. And then current minigame run. So this abstraction seems strange right now, but that's just because I have one minigame and not multiple yet. Okay. Now I need to figure out how I'm going to pass the reference of the Vim emulator in here. And I think I know how. I'll do it in here. Just double check how I'm handling it in mission state for the app. Oh, it should be state, right? State. State. Cool, so then I go cd mission state. Missions. Can I spell? Yes. There we go. Yeah, so it's not going to teach the M part of Vim. It'll be vi motions as a starting point. And then it'll probably move into trying to like teach like tab edit and split and things like that. Okay, so Emulator. Emulator. Is that what I'm doing? Where was this? Oh no, I know what I'm doing. Okay, and then I can go into the CPP one. Am I storing the Vim emulator as a unique or a shared pointer? Shared pointer, okay, that's good. I should probably store it as shared here as well. Hey Frogboy. Hope you're having a good evening, or whatever time it is where you are. So this should be a shared pointer too. Cool. And it needs to be one here too. Emulator, okay, cool. So then I can do the good old emulator. Emulator. That should be fine, right? Nope, it doesn't like that. Why does it not like that? Because I'm calling it Vime emulator. There we go. Wait. Binding reference to stack. Lower parameter note reference. Member declared here. Okay, maybe we don't do it like that. And we do it in here. Emulator equals. Why is the stream bitrate so low? I can't read anything. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I thought I fixed this problem. I am watching it on my phone and I can read it. It's a little bit crunchy. I'll see if I can turn it up a bit, eh? Where are we? Alright, I am increasing it to 7,000. Hopefully that has improved things. Fingers crossed. Set it to 1080p and works just fine. Yeah, I've got no idea what it looks like in low resolution, so I've got a mirror of it on my phone at 1080p and it seems to be okay. My laptop is not very high spec, so I can only do what I can do in that department. I have very high RAM usage right now, actually. Oh, she'll be right. It'll be fine. Signing value of type. I don't know why I'm getting an error there, but I think it should be okay. Did get ghosty, but now it's better. Okay. It should be fine. I've just increased the bitrate by quite a bit now. Okay, I think this should be fine. I'll see how I go though. What option is putting the... so that's YCM. It's You Complete Me. It's it does all sorts of stuff. I can't remember the exact name of what sort of program it is. It does like text highlighting and autocorrect. Code completion engine for Vim. This is awesome. I can link it if anybody's wanting to add it to their Vim. Yeah, I can do that. If I make it any bigger, guys, though, I'm not going to be able to write my code. Okay, so just for a very basic rundown, we'll go send to buffer steroids. Okay, that should be fine. The only advice I can give is definitely watch in 1080p because I'm doing that on my phone and it seems fine. Why am I getting this? That's an interesting one. Oh. Mission state 33. I must have not compiled. Oh. Yep. I definitely didn't compile. I should have noticed that a while ago. No matching function for call to Astro minigame. That will be in here. Oh gosh, okay. So will I need to make a reference here as well? Probably. I don't really like that too much, but if I have to, I'm just chaining this blimmin' reference down. It's getting to the point where I'm considering just adding the Vim emulator to the app and having it so everybody can just gain access to it in a static context, but that will be a significant rewrite at this point. And I don't want to do refactoring on stream, it's a bit boring. Yep, I'll need to fix it here as well. That's fine. Undeclared, okay. I need to include it. I see what's happening here. I will fix that by making this M and making this M because it needs to be a member variable anyway. Cool. That was the problem from the get-go. I was getting a little bit confused there. I've done that twice this stream. Why can't I do this? That's fine. Okay. Yeah, and then this needs to pass in the emulator. Cool. Alright, fingers crossed everything works. Nope, another issue. So this is line 31 emission state. Yep, that needs to pass the Vim emulator. Okay, where's the next one? Vim emulator 362. Oh gosh, we're back here. Here we go. Message. Oops. Message. What's the next problem? In function, use an undefined reference to. There's no line number on this. What's the problem? Make unique. Okay, it's telling me it's in here. Function request for unique. So it doesn't think that exists. It does, right? Vim shared pointer Vim emulator. And I'm including it here. Maybe I need to do my CMake again. That was why I wasn't even including the asteroids. Yay, it worked from the get-go. That's always really nice to see. I do need some sort of clearing though. Yeah, okay. I need to clear the entire buffer though in my Vim script. And I need to remove that printout because that's driving me a little bit nuts. That's really fast though, like you can't even like touch anything. Okay, so do that. I'm really happy with this whole TCP scenario. Mutex is a bloody awesome. They make life super easy. What's up, Adam? Okay, so we need to clear the entire buffer. So maybe I'll be able to search this one. It doesn't seem. like an odd thing for VimScript to be doing. Percentage delete. Okay, we can give it a go. Percentage delete. That seems really weird, but if it works. Raw dogging the game with Vim. Hey, if I was making a Vim game without Vim, I think it'd be a bit silly. Okay, something's gone wrong there. I'm guessing it's because this doesn't actually do what it's meant to be doing. I'm very tempted to just go G. I think I have a clearing thing in my AI code, so let's have a look at that. Venture tutor, source, no, what was it? Translation layer. Oh yeah, I have to switch to normal mode to do that. This is going to be kind of gross, but if this works, I'm not going to complain. No, because if I do enum, that will definitely reset my pointer. So I need to actually figure out a way to do this properly. So how do I just delete the entire buffer? There definitely won't be a clear buffer, because VimScript is great. Like appends to buff load, buff listed. Remove. Actually, we'll go to the top. Might be better if I use this. Here we go. This is a lot better to go through. Buff add buff exists. Delete buff line. See, I could do delete buff line. See, I probably should do delete buff line. Yeah, I think that's my answer right there. It's staring me in the face. So where was it? Delete buff line. Delete. I'm just not a fan of doing all these silly for loops. I feel like it's gonna just waste more time. Inclusive. Okay, so oh, okay. So I don't need to do a loop for that. That's okay then. That's chill. So we want to go interactive as our buffer, and then first it will be that, and then from memory. What was it? Echo line. This is to get the current cursor position. And this is to get the current column. No current line. Col mode. Echo col. Echo col. Okay. So I'm gonna have to switch this up. vim script get amount of columns. Oh, there we go. I was close. It is line, but I need the $sign. 45, cool. So that would be line, $sign. Cool. Nope. It's not delete, it's... What was it? It was delete buff line? Yeah, delete buff line. Like... So if that's working, cool. Oh no, that's not working either. Why is that not working? Delete buff line. So if I echo line, yeah, it gives me 10. Deletes lines first to last inclusive from buffer. If last is omitted, then did I misspell interactive? Is this called interactive? Yeah, it is. The buffer's still called interactive. I swear every time I go back to the Vim script, it just like, it's like a battle. And I'm never the winner. Why is it in brackets? This might be the issue. This might be the issue. Set buff line. I think this might be it. If I do this... Actually, we can test here, can't we? Call delete buff line. Using list as number. Didn't like that. It doesn't even seem to be doing anything. At all. That's really strange, right? It's because keep making that mistake over and over. That might be it. It's really strange. There's some things in Vim script start as 0 and some things don't. And I know that it's talking about line 1, but it's just really confusing. Alright. It's working. It's done. I think that can be a commit right there. Let's go get diff. Oh. Didn't I have that already sent to my Git? Why is that there? I didn't add my source files. Well, that was silly. I probably should add this version anyway. Even if it's after the fact, it's fine. So I can go get add source Vim emulator. Git commit, amend. Alright, cool. So in this one, should just be those files. Commit, entered asteroid, new game class, updated Vim script TCP to handle what did I add to the Vim emulator? I added, oh, that's what I added. To delete the entire buffer. Okay, that's fine. Alright. Cool. Let's take a 1 minute break from the code and have a look at the task. So I've made the game state, I've added render the game document, game to the doc. Oh, I haven't done that. I've done that. Okay, this should have been like 5 steps at least, but I just made it that one to-do list check. Okay. So right now, I've got to make a game state, and I need to figure out timing. So I'll probably have to do some threading inside the game so I don't slow down the frame rate. I wonder what the frame rate is right now. My frame rate check isn't that accurate right now because it's definitely running better than it is there. But this seems to be fine if I just hold the space bar. I need to figure that does not seem right to me because I do not have that much rendering. I think my FPS mark is just wrong. So this should be fine with vSplit, right? Oops, I forgot that I haven't added modulation yet. So I can type in here fine. Can't type in here. I'm really happy with the whole buffer thing because I don't want people to be stuck in this one terminal, but I also want them to be able to kind of switch between different tasks if they need to. So that just solves all of that straight away. Okay, so game state. Let's just get one row with the asteroid just jumping down every X seconds, because then I'll have the threading done and then I can start thinking of worrying about like winning and losing. And then I also need to, in that same little test, see the person going to the end of the line. I need to implement some sort of receiving of the data from Vim. That will be interesting. So I'll probably do delta time here. I think that will be... delta time seems right. It's strange because Vim is not actually tied to the frame rate at all. But I think delta time actually might be the solution still. Okay, I'll start with delta time and see how it works. So... I don't have access to app. Okay, so I'll need to be passing that down as well. I really just need to make app static, like I have with the graphics state. Okay, well, I'll pass it down for now. Cool. And then app. And then type app, because I need to include app. Cool. Have to do the same here. And then in here, app. It does. I think you just need this. There we go. Nope. Well, this certainly needs the app. Out of line, what is wrong? 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 Before I do anything, I'm going to clear up my tabs because they drive me nuts. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Okay, that's a lot better now. Out-of-line definition of tutorial mission does not... What the heck? What are you talking about? Oh, I see, I see. I need to include app. Okay, cool. And then finally, send app here. Okay, cool. Okay, there's no errors. So now I need to go into here, and then I need to have, let's just make it really simple right now. Let's have tick delay or something, static const expression tick delay. Then we can do, oh, this needs to be a float. Actually, we'll do double. Double float, yeah, double. I think I just closed app thinking I didn't need it. I need to double check if I'm returning double float for the delta time. Double, okay, it's double then. Equals 0.05, oh, 0.5 seems fine. And then we can go double m underscore past elapsed. That should be fine. And then in the constructor, m elapsed equals 0.0. And then, okay. So this should be basically with the frame rate, right? Or will there be like an after effect? Because there might be like all the TCP stuff might get backed up. Yeah, no, okay, I should only update it when it needs updating. So, m elapsed plus equals app delta time. Alright, there we go. If m elapsed is greater than tick delay, and then I think we can just go m elapsed. Could I do like a modulo equals? Let me think about this for a half a second. Yeah, I think we want a modulo for this. Valid operations to binary extra double tick. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Can I not do a modulo on a const? Modulo const double. For integers, okay, I need fmod. Okay. Okay, that's fine. We can do that. Done. Alright, that should work without a hitch, right? Seems like the viewers have died down a bit, so I'm gonna go make myself a drink in a couple seconds. Alright, so it seems to be a lot more delayed, which is what we want. Let's increase the tick delay though. And this should probably be tick delay MS, just to make it a bit more clear what it's doing. Alright. So this should refresh every 3 seconds, except it's not. What on earth? App.delta time. Okay. Elapsed st and l. That's ticking up pretty fast. Very fast, actually. Oh, wait. I know why. I'm being silly. That should be 5 seconds. Nope. I swear if I have to look at my delta time function again, I'm gonna lose it. Three, 4. Okay. This is the answer, even though I don't like it. Things are getting a bit spicy in my computer. Cool. Alright. That's good enough. I'm gonna get rid of this printout, and we're gonna change this to be a bit faster. And then we want to have, how are we gonna hold this? Do we want to render the text every single time? Probably. Okay, we'll have to write that then. So we'll want to have the rows as separate variables. Do we need a struct for an asteroid? An asteroid's pretty simple. It has a position, and if it gets to the end, the player lost. And we could just do -1 if it's, yeah. I kind of want to do an unsigned for this, but I've written so much crap already that those sort of optimizations is going to do a lot for me. So we'll just do int roads. Cool. And then we'll just do one for a test. I think I can just do that. So we'll have it start 8 rows. Yeah. And we should have a new method called render game state. And it should return a string. Okay. So we can do 4 asteroids and m_asteroids. So there's a string builder in C++, right? I think that's exactly what we want for rendering. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I've got my Java cap on. Okay, that's fine. This seems wrong. Can I times string by integer C++? Because I just want to have like 8 spaces. Oh gosh, C string has a structure of the form. Repeat that character. Oh, cool. Oh, that's perfect. That's what we want. And so will that work? So we want this asteroid minus 1 sort to append and new line. Yeah, and then result dot pop back. I think that should be good. Then if I do asteroid smaller than 0. Oh, it should be more than. Yeah, if more than 1. And then we will want to go in asteroids dot. Let's just make this simple. And then we can just send to the buffer the rendered game state. Rendered game state. Alright, let's give that a go and see if this crashes. It already is causing errors. That's because I didn't save. There we go. No return statement, that's true. Okay, what's happened here? Bad allocation. Okay, we've got the asteroid here. So the issue is making the asteroid go back. So this needs to be... Can I just do this in a vector, right? Yeah, I can. I don't think I can do that. No, definitely not. Oh, maybe. Hey, it's working. Okay, perfect. This is what we wanted. We've got a moving asteroid. And it dies at the end, but that's fine. So I should be doing this though. And then I go... Would that even work? That does not seem right to me. That'll be a copy, won't it? Yes, it's most certainly a copy. So I need to do this. There we go. Yeah, there we go. So, I think I should make a new function for this to just make things a bit nicer. So if I go private void asteroid update asteroids. Yep, this is what I want. So I can put that in here. And then I can go here. Update asteroids. Cool. If asteroid is more than 0, I could do this. Else do I want to implement random at this point? Probably. Okay. Is there a standard library for this already? That'd make my life great. Yes. Include random. It's actually a C library. I ain't complaining. Okay. I just need to understand the basics. Come on. Cool. Is more than is less than 30. Asteroid equals, what was it? It was, I defaulted it to 8, 8. So I can just in place back. Let's do a few of these and see what happens. This isn't working at all. Let's just have them all starting at 8. See what this looks like. Need this many. So that's 6. Okay, and they're all falling at the same time. Okay. I need to open that in GDB. I can't quite tell where that bug's coming from. Run. Okay, I've got a backtrace. Center buffer. Run. So 362 on center buffer. Okay. So we need to go to Vim emulator and check that out. 362. That's just me starting the thread. Okay, so I start the thread. Yeah, that's interesting. Let's just quit GDB first though, so we don't have that in my face. If message length is 0, oh, less than 1, return. This might be why. Okay. Bad allocation. What was happening there? I don't know if that is my buffer or not that's causing that error. I think that might be unrelated. We'll get a result.append. Alright, give this one a go. I don't know if that would actually fix the problem, but it's already failed, right? It's 20 past 11 in New Zealand. That's where I'm streaming from. I am getting a bit tired though, so I might wrap up. I just want to fix this error first. result append, new line pop back. Is it my pop back that's causing these problems? I don't think so. This doesn't make sense to me, honestly. This is really confusing. Why is it doing this? Is it a hanging connection? Oh, this seems to be... Oh, what the heck? I can't even move my cursor right now. I can't move the buffer at all. Oh, that'll be my delete line thing. Maybe I need to get rid of that. At least temporarily. Because if I delete the lines, my cursor will of course be back to where it was. No. This is weird stuff happening. Oh, I need to save this first, that would make sense. Okay, that was certainly the issue. But that's not explaining why this is happening. So let's open the asteroids minigame. Put this back here. It just stalls completely. Oh, people off stream. Okay, I can actually make my drink.